Hello, everybody. How is it going out there? Very glad to see everybody on here. We got 26 already waiting for it to start. I do appreciate that. And by the way, I always say on here, if you don't come in early, come in a little early because we sit and chat. I can type in the chat and it's fun and we have a good time. The topic today was women that watch the channel. I have 6%, and I'm very proud of that. A lot of knife channels are like 1%, so I'm pretty happy that I've got 6. I said it was because of my handsomeness. Penny Ripple said no, that's not it. So she's banned forever. No, not really. But yeah, we just talk general silliness and things. The brew tonight is not technically brew, I guess. I'm going cider tonight. I don't know. I just felt like cider. Root stock cider works. I like cider sometimes. It's just the plain regular one. They do some fancy different versions, but I like this one. I can't remember what the alcohol is on it. I think it's like 6. I'm sure it's on here somewhere. 6.9%. We'll round up. But, I'm driving around all day with the windows down, and it's a really nice day here in upstate New York. 72 degrees, exactly room temperature. But as one of my favorite comedians, Stephen Wright, said, everywhere is room temperature. Delicious. That's exactly what I wanted. Just wasn't in the mood for a beer tonight, so I went with the hard cider instead. Yes, the Super Freak is a great knife. I just wish it didn't have a coated blade. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But other than that, it is fantastic. Not a whole lot of new additions this week, except for this awesome Fair and Forge Stinger. This thing is freaking fantastic. It's going to be hard to beat this for budget knife of the year. I know at $90 it's pushing that budget thing, but it's just that good. And I got a Gail Bradley 2 back, which there was some controversy. People get mad when I say controversy in the comments about whether or not it's discontinued and this is the last run. I was told by 2 dealers that they were told by Spyderco that it had been discontinued, it's back, and this is the last run. But I guess somewhere a Spyderco person on a forum or something said that it was never discontinued and it's going to be around forever. So I don't know. But I stand by what I said in the video. 2 different dealers told me that, and another distributor site that I have access to also says the same thing. So that's probably where the dealers got it to. But anyway, I have one again. I won't let it go. I don't care if they make a bazillion more of them. I'm actually going to get some cool scales for it from Sharp Dress Knives. I'm going to get some dark brown burlap micarta. So it'll be cool. Yeah, I could strip it, but yeah. LUDT versus TR3 battle to the death. I'm actually doing the LUDT versus 2 other knives. It's already recorded. I'm just not sure what day I'm going to put it up. I had the LUDT versus the ProTech Prometheus Design Vex Invictus and the Benchmade 9400. What's the steel on the Stinger? Nitro V, which is kind of what makes it cool because you don't see Nitro V that much outside of fixed blades in folders, and it's darn nice. Oh, my wife's on here. Hello, Lori. She does still have masks available, by the way. You can click down below. She's been pumping those out. She may be doing that right now, actually, or she may be doing homework. But yeah, my wife's getting her master's degree. She's going to be all educated and stuff. So congratulations to her. She starts school tomorrow. So pretty proud of her for that. So I barely have an associate's degree that I got accidentally while I was in the Air Force. But she's going to have a master's degree. So you got 2 women on here now. It's my 6% women viewership. We were talking about that before the show started. Thank you, Zach. Very much appreciate that. Yes, the super chat and the join button are open. If you click join, you get a little thing next to your name like Zach has on his, and Benny Blade Play and Justin EDC have. And Slicey never won an argument again. Andrew Arnold, you're probably right. She's probably going to frame her degree and just point at it whenever I'm wrong. And since you said that, as soon as I walk downstairs, she's going to ask for $5. Yeah, they gave her assignments early. It's college. Matt J, guys, the Instant Pot is amazing. It is amazing. I was just raving about my Instant Pot today. We were down on my in-laws, and my sister-in-law got it for us, and I freaking love it. Yes, highly recommend the Instant Pot. Thank you, Benny Blade Play. Really appreciate that. And yeah, you bet I'm asking for that. $5. Anyone know where the LUDT is available? There is a website I'm going to tell you guys about. I'm going to do a story about it. A video about it later this week. SouthernEdges.com, not Southern Edge Knife Works that sponsors the channel, but SouthernEdges.com is a really good place to find Microtechs and a lot of Chris Reeves and a lot of Hinders and stuff that are out of stock everywhere else. Go check that out. PVK Vegas or whatever it is, or PKV Vegas, whatever, that they have a lot of really good stuff too. But yeah, Southern Edges is really good. I got something pretty rare and discontinued from, or not discontinued, but hasn't been made in a really long time from there, that I'll be doing a video about this week, which I have to thank you Patreon guys for. So it's going to be a big thank you to the Patreons and showing Southern Edges that it's a secret little place where you can go get stuff. Yeah, I do have to thank you Patreon guys, because Patreon money is my effort money. So when I get my Patreon payment on the first of the month, that's when I usually buy something just for me. This was kind of for the channel, but that's what bought this last month, and then I've got something much more obscure coming. It's I should be here Wednesday. I'm really excited about it. I'm just trying to find a Benchmade Pinnacle from the late 90s. I have no idea where to find one of those. I hope you don't mind the question. Thanks for being here. How smooth is the 80/20 lock? It's great. Oh, it makes a chunky kind of sound, but it isn't. It's very smooth. I freaking love this thing. It had a little bit of lock stick when I got it. I took it apart and cleaned it, but it would have worn out on its own, I think, anyway. Triple E EDC says, the suspense. I bet you can guess what brand it is. One of the ones I just mentioned that Southern Edges has stuff that's gone, but the sound is the best part. It sounds very unique, Max. It's like not... I still think probably the most satisfying sounding knife I have is also here on the table. Just the thwack of a SOCOM Elite is pretty tough to beat. That's just a good sound. But the uniqueness of the 80/20, it's just such a unique, cool sound. Justin EDC says, thinking about getting a Riot Bushido. I am too. I'm kind of considering that as well. Hope everyone has a wonderful night. I do have to prep for my class. I'll be waiting for that $5, my wife says from downstairs. So thank you for popping in, Lori. I appreciate it. Have you seen the Sun and Moon Chaparral? Just got one. Davis Lar says, no, I skipped out on it, and I feel so stupid because I've watched other people's videos, and my God, that's a good-looking knife. I have a regular Chaparral. You think Cold Steel will make an 80/20? Brian Weiss says, not anytime soon, because Andrew Demko was asked that in an interview that I watched on Knife Junkie, and he specifically said there have been no discussions yet. Doesn't mean they won't. I'm sure they will at some point, but I think you're looking at like a couple of years before they do it. Yeah, the pictures don't do the Sun and Moon justice. Welcome aboard, Max Tykander. Thank you very much for joining. Yes, you can click the join button down below and get that cool thing next to your name. Welcome aboard. I got to get to work on those freaking custom emojis, but I'm trying to get the new website up and going, and that has been dominating my time the last 2 weeks. I've just been hammering away at that. Did I get it right? Good. I'm pretty good with foreign name pronunciation. Man, I can't believe how much that 80/20 dwarfs the SOCOM. It really doesn't. The SOCOM is longer. It's just the perspective, I think. No, the SOCOM is definitely longer by a good chunk. This is a bit thicker, but no, the SOCOM's a lot longer. I need to carry the SOCOM. It's Monday, Microtech Monday. I'm going to carry the SOCOM more. I haven't carried it in a little while. I don't know why. I still love it, but it just hasn't made it in there. I did not see the F1 race today because my sling was screwed up, and it not only would not play when the race was on, it didn't record it for me like it's supposed to. So I did not get to see it. I read about it, saw it was a snooze fest, but yeah, that's all I know. I won't ruin it for you. I just know it was a complete snooze fest, but lock doesn't affect the ergonomics of the 80/20. No, actually, I think it, if anything, it kind of enhances it because it acts almost like a thumb ramp. So I really like it, even if you choke up. She doesn't have a dedicated finger choil, but it's plenty of room there to put a finger in it. It works great. I like, I don't think it affects the ergos whatsoever. I like the Belgian Grand Prix, though, because I've driven Spa several times. I probably have 30, 40 laps in it, Spa. So I love that track. It is terrifying to drive, but it's so fast. I love Spa. I like it, even though I've driven a lot more laps on the Nürburgring. I like Spa better. I used to live about 2 hours from Spa, 2.5, and I used to go to Spa whenever they had a track day and I was free. I'd go up and drive Spa. Guys, I've been waiting for this stream to ask for advice. Buy 150 scale bug outs, or for my bug out gray, or a new knife. Well, now they have the custom shop open. Say Spa again. Spa. And I'm not talking about the treatment for a Chris Reeve knife. Hey-oh, the track is cool. Enjoying a $19 4-pack of malted milk ball stout. Oh, that sounds not half bad. I don't think I drink that in the summertime, but man, that sounds like a really good, like, Christmassy time sort of beer, Cody Baird. Which brand is that? I may have to look for that. My knife eyeballs are fixed on this Southern Edges site. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's this hidden little gem that I'm going to ruin if I haven't already. But I probably shouldn't have mentioned the live stream. I probably should have waited until I got the thing. But I know I'm going to ruin it. But that's where I got my my SOCOM Elite that I've been searching for 14 months, and I finally found it on there. They just had it. Untitled Art Brewing. I'm actually going to... Brewing, that's not a word. I'm actually going to write that down because that sounds really good. Where's my... Yeah, there we go. I actually wrote that down. I try to avoid knife and balls in the same sentence. That's Super Steel Steve's domain. Yeah, we don't want to get copyright infringement. Gimmick infringement, I guess you call it on Triple E. GB2 me likey. Yeah, I'm so glad I got one of these back. And I will never get rid of this one, whether it's discontinued or not. But I'm going to... Yeah, like I said, I got burlap micarta scales coming for it. Opinion on hard seltzer, things like Truly or Monaco. I've never tried it. I don't know. I can't be quite hipstery enough. The night my son turned 21, he wanted to drink whiskey and watch Guy Ritchie movies. He only made it through one whiskey, but then as a joke, I bought him that. What's the brand of the hard cider that all the hipster kids drink? I can't remember what it is. White Claw, and I bought him a 6-pack of White Claw. He actually drank that instead. He made it through one whiskey, and he really likes White Claw. But he mostly drinks cider. Red's apple. I like the Red's apple stuff, if that's what you're referring to. I know White Claw isn't cider, but he mostly drinks cider, and then occasionally he buys White Claw. Do you think the Watsu and the Malibu are comparable? Sort of, kind of, Davis. Yeah, I would say that the Malibu is a lot more fun to play with and much better to look at. And then the Watsu is a bit they're both pretty slicey, but the Watsu is very, very, very slicey. Andrew Arnold says White Claw may be the new Smirnoff. Yeah, I'm not trying to judge my son because he likes White Claw and cider, because when I first started drinking, I drank a lot of Zima. That was when Zima was a new thing, and I drank a lot of Zima. Heartburn in a bottle, yeah. Honey badger, I have a few. Yeah, they're not. None are within reach, though. I don't think. I thought I saw one the other day when I was moving stuff. Oh yeah, I do have one within reach. One right here. This is my favorite one too. This is the D2 one. I like this one a lot. These are just a lot of fun. The action on these things is just stupid good. Honey Brown was mine. Yeah, I had some of that. What's another embarrassing beer I used to drink a lot of? Oh, it was some cheap brand of, and it was really sad because I'm Irish and I thought it was actually Irish. Something or other Irish Red. I can't remember it, and I thought it was actually Irish, and it totally isn't. And I used to drink a ton of that. Old English. Oh yeah, we knocked back a few 40s every now and then when I was a kid. Lillian's or Killian's, yes, Killian's Irish Red, which is totally not Irish at all. It was just a manufactured name. Deep carry clip options for the Deca. I can't actually tell you that. If you go, Sam Atwood, if you go to MXG Gear, just buy any of the clips for the ZT0450. And they work just fine. They don't sit all the way down in that little cutout, but other than that, they work completely fine, and they look nice. Gonna review the Tuya NV3. Yep, I'm probably going to. Yeah, Killian's was good before Coors bought it. Yeah, I think I may have come in after Coors bought it. Schaefer Light was my jam in college. $11 for its whole. That must have been a local thing, Freedom Van. Like we have Genesee. I keep forgetting what time this starts. Yeah, it's going to be at 7 for the foreseeable future. It seems to be working out. It hasn't affected the viewers' numbers or anything. Yeah, where's the thumbs? Click the thumbs up button. Good point, Jock. Thank you. Is that why Killian's taste different now? Yes, Lavender Pants. I think it is. Still love the name Lavender Pants. Still good. Talk to me when your first beer was Hams. My first beer was a Jenny. I remember my dad gave it to my dad. Drank regular Jenny, which I don't mind that. Still to this day, regular Jenny is tolerable. Jenny Light is awful. And then Jenny does a few special ones. Like I think a couple weeks ago, I was drinking the Oktoberfest here on the show. Those are pretty good. Deep carry clip for the Anthem. Yes, again, MXG gear. I have one on mine, which is it within reach? It is. Yeah, I use this MXG gear one, and it's even bronze, and it even kind of matches. I will say that the anodization on the Anthems it's anodization, so it's not always the same. I will say my previous Anthem, it matched perfectly. This one, it's a bit off, but it's close enough. But yeah, go to mxggear.com and get one of these. They don't pay me anything. They actually barely respond to me when I email them, but it is pretty cool. Let's put something else away. Oh, what else? What are we going to put away? We'll put the kite fin away. No, I do. This is so pretty. This is another knife I've gotten reacquainted with lately, and I like it a lot. First beer was just Slits. I can't believe you had. Yeah, I was going to say, you said I can't believe I ever drank another one. You took the words out of my mouth. I can't believe you had a second. I haven't drank in almost 21 years. Wow, yeah. I think that day's coming someday for me where I'm going to quit, but it's not today. Thank you very much, Snuggle Bunny, or Snuggle Tummy. I keep saying Snuggle Bunny. I talk to Snuggle Bunny all the time. So Snuggle Tummy, thank you very much. 420, I see what you did there. If I ever meet Lavender Pants and he's wearing blue jeans, Neves Knife says, yeah, we're going to have to fight him. Stinger and Kite Fin are pretty similar in size. I like the Stinger better, though. I think I do, too, yeah. It's Nitro V and it's unique. I think the Ergos are a little better, but this is still a great freaking knife. I love that pocket clip. Oh, my God. It just looks so pretty. And I like all the bronze screws and stuff, and the carbon's gorgeous. This is a much prettier knife, for sure. Not even in the same world. But, man. Do you have a favorite sheep's foot blade knife? I guess you'd call I have a Chris Reeve Small and Cosi. I guess you'd call that a sheep's foot. I would say, yeah. I would say probably that. I'm going to allow that comment, even though you said a bad word, Tristan. I don't know. Anytime anybody says a bad word, it blocks it, but Tai Kawakami says, where do you buy your knives? Wherever I can get them, pretty much, lately. I'm into rarer stuff now where you kind of just got to get them where you can get them. Yeah, I had that one, had Flames Anno clip, and I loved it. Yeah, they're very pretty knives. My first taste of beer was when I was 6 and burned my mouth with some buffalo chicken pizza. Asked my dad for some of his Pepsi. He's an asshole for that. Yeah, that would have really sucked. You ever get? I've tried to write a joke about this, but I can't get the whole thought out. But I do say it sometimes as a throwaway line when I'm on stage. When I used to be on stage, I almost remember being a comedian. But did you ever go through a drive-through and you were debating between like iced tea and Pepsi or iced tea and Coke, and then you pull up there and you forget which one you got, and like you think it's a Coke, but it's an iced tea, and you take a sip of the iced tea, and just for a second, you think you poisoned yourself. Like that, you just freak out just for that second. Tristan says, "Does this make up for my oopsie?" Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Yes, the super chat is open. You can click the join button. Get the little SD next to your name that changes colors. I saw somebody's already got the silver one, which is cool. Is it just me, or does Benchmade Anodization wear off pretty fast? My OD green 940s backspacer is losing its purple. I haven't noticed that wearing off. I noticed the coating on like the handles wears off, but I haven't noticed the purple anodization. The only anodization on a pricier knife that I noticed wearing off is the thumb studs on Chris Reeves. All the blue thumb studs just go silver real quick. Welcome aboard, Tristan Murphy. Very much appreciate that. Screw it. Yeah, that's a good first post for your to get your first post with the SD next to your name is to say screw it. Polish all the CRK's lugs. Yeah, that's one of the things I like most about this one is that it comes with the polished lugs. All the micarta inlay ones come with that. Hey, there we go. Zach Stuff and Matt J both have the silver one now. Just got a buck marksman, and my girlfriend hates it. It's so I have mine right here. I carried it last week, and it's still out in my little tray. But yeah, the marksman is so much fun. It's just a inside. Well, I guess if you're gonna stab one knife on the channel or on the table here, it should probably be the honey badger because it's cheap. But yeah, these things are a blast. I love the marksman. This is the gray ghost one, which unfortunately SD Blades can't get them for a long time. They're actually kind of shutting down until not shutting down completely. They're selling out what they have, but they used to do all these really cool custom, one-off bucks, and the guy that worked at Buck that handled that doesn't work there anymore, and they're not replacing him anytime soon due to the virus, and so it's yeah, you can't get a gray ghost right now. Or I think the last I looked, they still had some of the orange one. I can't remember the name they gave that one, but I thought they would have changed the thumb studs with the 31. I don't mind the shape of them. I know a lot of people complain about them, but I would like if their anodization was a little bit better. The Inferno, yes, that's it, Carl Andrews. Thank you. Chris Jaskolski says Buck is obviously too busy to be bothered. Yep, probably. That Nkosi is looking really nice. Do you think it should be discontinued? No, I think it's different enough then, because I had a large 31 alongside this, and I sold the 31 and kept this. So, no, I don't think it should be discontinued at all. I think they're different enough that they can live side by side. This has the grooved handles, slightly different handle shape. No, I think you can definitely. And the inlays are totally different. This has the two-piece inlays if you go that route. The 31 has like the big one-piece inlay. Of course, the Gray Ghost is the one I want. Yeah, I got this in a trade with, can't remember. Somebody who's on here a whole lot. Was it Jeremy Russell? I think it was Jeremy Russell, maybe. I traded for this, and I was very ecstatic to do it because I had one and I sold it. I want the Zahn. Yeah, I think that's my next one is I'm going to get an Zahn. Or if the 31 comes out with S45 VN and a Tanto, then I'll get that. And then I can compare them more accurately side by side. Thank you for the super chat, Tristan. Is the XM24 sheep's foot a new blade shape for them? Saw some on DLT and never seen it before. No, they've done sheep's foots before, but never in a 24. They're rare. They don't do them very often. Sheep's feet, sheep's foots. I was going to buy one, and then I got something else because I have an XM24 that I love, and I have the vintage, and I couldn't justify owning two of those, so I got something else that's somewhat similar. I'd love to get a Sierra case of Benson 31 with Berlin lays. Yeah, I had a whole plan when I bought my plain 31. I had a whole plan. For once, I thought ahead. I pre-ordered through White Mountain Knives. I pre-ordered and I got a plain Sebenza 31. I was going to get it. I was going to sell it right before Blade Show, and then go to Blade Show and buy, like, at the table a nice 31 with the inlays. And then Blade Show didn't happen. So, didn't do that. Do you see that new Boker Kalishnikov OTF? I did not, Matt J. I will as soon as this is over. That sounds amazing. I'm not going to look it up right now. That sounds amazing. Message me that on Instagram so I can look at it. That sounds like an insta-buy. $106? That's not bad. Wish DLT would do the skinny, no-choil slicers again. They may. I have one, and it's great. Sorry, hooligan. I don't mean to rub it in, but it's pretty good. Mark Carrera, have you handled a Rockstead Shun? I'm not sure. I've handled a few Rocksteads, but I can't keep track of what was what. And it was very briefly. I've never had one long enough to really handle it. I'm waiting for a Sierra K31 with the Insingo blade. Yeah, I would take an Insingo, or I like the Tanto the best, but late, but just got home from a long day's work. How's everyone? I think everybody's doing pretty good, Dylan. Sorry you had to work on a Sunday. Yeah, everybody talks about... Thanks, MJ. I just got your message. Yeah, the Umnum Zahn is one that, like, a lot of really hardcore ZT people seem to really, really, really love. And I've never had one. So I do know where there's a used one near here. There's a knife dealer who's got a used one, but he wants too much for it. Hello, Keith. Right on time as always. I'm going to dock your pay by 75%. Hey, Nick, how's it going, man? Good to see you on here. Thank you for popping in however long you have. You increase my street cred by 1,000% whenever you pop in. See, we do know each other. We've been shabazzed. That's a good phrase. We should say that. You've been shabazzed. Who are you again? New phone. Who dis? Nick's here for Instant Pot recipes. Yeah, you missed a whole Instant Pot discussion of how amazing the Instant Pot is. They are the best, most fun thing ever. Now I know what it feels like when I drop in smaller channels chats and everybody just talks to me. Now I know exactly how that feels like. This is karma that Nick is giving me. Do you ever carry any Medfords? No, I had one, but I don't anymore. Got chili going in mine right now. Oh, it makes really good chili. But did Nick give a thumbs up? I don't know. A lot of you didn't because there's 123 on here. There's only 52 likes. Does Nick Shabazz have an Instant Pot review? That would be... How much money would it require, Nick, for us... We'll donate all the money to charity for us to do an Instant Pot cooking show together. Just one episode. Slicey and Shabazz are opposite. Massive hands and LBH. I don't have that. No, mine aren't that massive. I have really long fingers, but they're skinny. Yeah. So one episode, Nick Shabazz cook with an Instant Pot in a hotel room. That would be really funny. No soak instant pot beans are a real gem. Yeah, that's what I make lentil stew with. You don't have to pre-soak the beans. I'd watch that. It would all just be our hands. Vegetarian instant pot recipes. I'll just judge while having no cooking skills. Yeah, I make the lentil stew. I make is completely. It's vegan even. Thank you very much, Freedom Van. I really appreciate it. You should donate to other ones too. There's lots of other good channels out there. If you have the means. If you only have the means to donate to one, then yes, by all means, donate to this one. I'm guessing a chaparral to cut carrots. We both do like the chaparral, so that would be that would not be a bad guess. Chris just calls the instant pot for life. That's so it's like often we wind up devolving into cars and truck talk, but this is the first. And I know the instant pot has come up before in the live shows, but this is definitely the most instant pot talk that we've had. Would you look at that locking mechanism on the Instapot? I always thought it was Instapot, and it's not. It's Instant Pot. I had it for like a really, really long time, and I like months before I realized that it's Instant Pot. It's not Instapot. It should be Instapot. Nick says a bunch of Instant Pot heads. Yes. Have you ever made chicken wings in the Instant Pot? I have not, Matt J, but I do make total like I make a whole chicken in it. Like I make roasting chickens in it. It's excellent. Oh, thank you very much, Mike. You don't need to do that. Welcome, Mike. This is my good friend Mike that I always talk about. That's him. So is the Instant Pot your channel's pickle night? Oh yeah, I think you're right, Tristan. When I do the custom things, see you later, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I think when I do the custom emojis, I have to make an Instant Pot one. Go 20 minutes on high and finish under the broiler. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a shot. Benchmade Pinnacle. Oh yeah, somebody's looking for that earlier. I just ordered a stinger. Worth it? Yes. I mean, it's gonna take a lot to make this not be my budget knife of the year. And like I said earlier, I know $90. Some people don't consider that budget, but I make my budget $100 and under. This thing is just fantastic. It's so slicey. It's basically a really nice Civivi. Great design. You can Spidey flick it and all that stuff, which I always like when you have multiple methoding openings. I like it when you have multiple methoding openings. Words are hard tonight. Multiple opening methods. How do I like the Anthem? I like it enough that I bought two of them. So not at the same time. I had one and I sold it and I went and bought another one. Yeah, I love the Anthem. It is a great knife. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put it in my pocket because I don't have a knife in my pocket right at the moment because I was carrying the Gail Bradley today. And it got used down at my in-laws, cutting some stuff up. Nick Stas is not on here, right? Is Stas 23 on here? Is he looking? Don't anybody tell him. I just realized today that I hadn't sent this back to him, so I feel really bad. But I do have a Wii Sneckix here, but it's his. And he said I can't buy it. And I've even been chatting with him about the hurricane and stuff. He's fine, by the way. I know a lot of people were asking about that because he lives in Louisiana. But nothing happened to him with the hurricane. But I was messaging him last night or night before asking if he made it through the hurricane okay. And I realized, oh my God, I still have his Snex. So I have to send it back tomorrow. But Snex. You need a ZT0308 on your table since you're on a big knives kick. I had one, Zachary Schmidt, and I actually gave it away. It was part of my 15,000 sub giveaway. It's all right. I have nothing really against it, but it wasn't anything I wanted to. I really needed to have. Even over the QSP with a stupid good action MC says comparable to Shiro. I did order one of those, Tristan, but I have not handled that one yet. Slice Station, everybody, Chicago Knife Works is selling the Stinger for $75 with no tax or shipping costs. Oh, awesome. What do you think of the Mediator Blitz 34? I had one as a loaner, and it's really kind of thick behind the edge. If you're going to get an auto Benchmade, I much prefer the 9400. Marksman, yes, it is. Have you handled the 4-inch Hogue EX01? I have not. I was able to order a Millet Torrent. Oh, cool. Congratulations, Keith. Put the sweet canvas micarta scale on it from USA Made Blade. Yeah, it wasn't anything to do with the look of it. I actually didn't hate the look of it. I could have just dyed that scale. It's fine. It just was unremarkable, I guess is the best word I would use to describe the 308. Atlantic Knives running a good deal on the Stinger as well. Maybe that's just the thing right now. I know that the Fair and Forge has a sale on everything at the moment, I think, on the site, but they do that often. This seems to be kind of Fair and Forge's modus operandi lately, is any sort of holiday or something, they have an excuse to do it. They run like 10-15% off scales. Jesus, God, words are hard. Jock's Knives, any incoming purple knives? No, but incoming purple scales for another knife. I actually have to wait till the knife shows up and then send those scales off to have Sharp Dress Knives make those scales, because they don't make them yet. Tristan says, gas if you don't mind the extreme weight. Yeah, that was response to something. Where's your 85? It's in a case betwixt my legs. I'll pull it out here shortly. That was, wow, that was not a good sentence. That was not a great sentence, and I apologize to anyone who was offended or triggered or emotionally scarred by that. Have they released any scales for the XM18 Skinny? No, but also Sharp Dress Knives, I'm sending the Skinny scale, so he will theoretically soon be making those. And then they have, Hinderer has released other scales. I bought replacement scales. Jay Smith says, did you decide to keep the sway back? I decided not to keep the sway back. Blitz says, man, the Wiimote is way smaller than I thought it was. Me too! That's why I got rid of it. I just really thought, just from the shape, it looks like a 3.5-inch knife in the pictures. I just had no idea how small it was. And we'll pull out that. There we go. Another That's What She Said. Yep, I'm lining them up, knocking them down on those. Here's my 85. Somebody asked about that. I'll put the Chris Reeve away. My There Can Be Only One, if you have not watched that video yet. I was really surprised that's the one I chose, but I stick by it. I do like it a whole lot. What else are we going to put away? We have another Microtech out, so we'll put the Silcon away. And this is just to rub it in somebody's face. They asked about the Skinny no choil. There you go. Elliot and Chris are some of the first high-end knife I bought. I should have never broke the $460 to $600 threshold. Yeah, it happens once it's broken. Once you break that seal, it's like when you're out drinking and you kind of gotta pee. You should hold it for as long as possible, because once you break that seal, you gotta pee every 30 seconds. I want to get a Tangram Santa Fe just to try out the Akuto 440 and $20 worth of. Yeah, it's great. It's a great knife. Good steel. Definitely get one, Mark. They are very, very cool. You should do a battle 0562 Thai versus the XM 3.5 Skinny. I did 0562 versus the XM 3.5, but it's much more comparable to the standard thickness one than the Skinny. Have you ever handled any Dagger brand knives? I have not. I've never heard of that before. Benjamin says, I like another very clever name. Your channel has me hooked. I'm new to knives, but obsessing now. Got way too many knives in the last few days. Oops, it happens, Ben, but thank you very much for the compliment, and thank you very much for watching. But don't worry, you're amongst friends here. Have we talked about knives long enough that I can talk about the truck a little bit? I know you guys like, there is going to be a truck content video coming up this week, because I did one modification to it, and I have a really cool one coming tomorrow. So I put a Canon air filter kit on it, because I read that I know a lot of those cold air kits are like kind of horseshit, you can't. We don't post political stuff here, dude. If you're gonna do that, you can go somewhere else. I don't care what your side is. Don't post campaign crap on my channel. But I did read that on the 5.3 V8 Chevys that like the K&N kit actually does stuff. And I put one on and it does do stuff. It sounds great now. I do really love the way that it sounds. And I drove it today on the highway and I drove it 3 hours on the highway today down to my in-laws and back, and I got almost 21 miles a gallon. So that's not too horrible. But that's all going to go away tomorrow because I guess, yeah, BD Swaim says probably go with a more good tuner. Yes, I have a Diablo Predator 2 tuner arriving tomorrow morning. It's UPS guaranteed delivery by 10:30 a.m. So I'm going to tune it to run on 93 octane. The only problem I've had with it is I put 93 in it on the way down there with the intention of running it on 93 when I get the tuner kit. It does not like it without the tuner kit. I did get a check engine light, but it cleared immediately and it's fine. But I got a knock sensor. But from what I read, it's probably just because I put 93 in it. Because if you don't have it tuned for 93, it doesn't like running on 93. I guess 5.3s are kind of known for that in my generation. So, but yeah, supposedly with the Diablo tune at 93 octane, it's good for like another 45 horsepower. So, yeah. What's the thickness behind the edge on the 8020? I have an MG blade and it cuts better than I thought it would. Sony Tran asks. Yeah, it is pretty good. It's not like crazy, but I want to say it was like 25 thousandths. What vehicle are you talking about? I bought a 06 GMC Sierra 5.3 two-wheel drive with only 69,000 miles on it. Now it has 70,000, which I'm kind of sad about because I can't say it has noise miles on it anymore. It's what I used to always say. If you had to give up all Hinders and Demcos, which would it be? Oh, if I had to choose which brand to give up? I mean, I'd probably give up the Demcos because they don't make as many versions. That's the only reason why. Still digging the Mini Buster. It's such a good length. It is, and no, I can't say I'm still digging it because I hadn't been carrying it. This is not mine. It's Nick Stas's, and I actually just forgot to send it back to him. I forgot that I had it, and if I'd remembered I had it all this time and he wasn't complaining, I would have carried it. K&N, if your throttle body starts to stick, it's oil from the filter. Clean the TB with TB cleaner for aluminum. Well, thank you for the tip. No, throttle body wasn't sticking. I'm just I got a knock sensor fault, but I think it's just because I put 93 in it and it's not like tuned. Because it was never had an engine code until I put 93 in it, and then put 93 in it, drove it for a couple hours, and got a check engine light. So, and knock sensor is usually a fuel related thing. Or I got crap gas. That's also a complete possibility. I did get Costco 93. So, which I hear is pretty good. I heard that the Kirtland gas is actually all right, but I don't know. We'll see. I think tomorrow when I tune it properly for 93, it'll go away and not come back. It's already gone. I cleared it. And I drove it around town a little bit and didn't come back. I think it just had a momentary hiccup. Knock sensor delete. Things are basically useless. Yeah, BD Swaim, if you can message me somewhere and how to do that, that would be great. Costco is usually pretty good for gas. Yeah, Lewis, that's why I'm tuning it for 93 because their 93 is only 25 cents a gallon, 24 cents a gallon more than the regular. And you get better mileage on that 93 tune, so it kind of pays for itself. Up to 35 knives collected during 25 years, so pace yourself, have fun. Wow, Jason, that's really reserved of you. That's pretty responsible. I'm up to 120 in 3 years, but I have an excuse. Josh Will says you check out Bushido front flipper from Riyadh. I probably will. I think actually when Shabazz is done with him, I'll ask to borrow it. But those knock sensors are trash. Mine went out at 20K. Never replaced it at 200K now. Yeah, but mine throws a check engine light if it doesn't have it. And in New York State, you have to. you can't pass inspection with a check engine light. So if there's some way to make it just not be, maybe my Diablo tuner will tell me how to do that. I can just eliminate the knock sensor. Did you add an AC outlet truck so you can power your Instant Pot as you travel about town? Do you need a power from Matt J? That's a really good idea. I think I'm going to do that. That sounds like a fantastic idea. No, mine's old enough that it doesn't have that. I did speak to the previous owner of my truck, and he said he owned it for the last 6 years and didn't drive it much because it scared him. He was 70 something when he got it. He's an old guy. And then today I noticed that one of the back tires looked kind of low. He was running the tires at like 17 pounds a piece in the back. I think he was just trying to stop it from doing burnouts all the time, because it does just accidentally do burnouts. That's the thing with two-wheel drive long bed pickups. There's no weight back there. Truck, but yeah, I need a food handler's license for that, Keith. You're probably right. I am in New York. You gonna put a brush guard on your truck? No, I'm not, because it's a two-wheel drive. It's gonna be street truck. I'm gonna actually lower it. I'm not gonna put anything remotely looking off-roady on it. There's an exhaust manifold cookbook. I have actually seen that, John Wright. I've seen one of those. I like to thank you, dear baby Jesus, for this Taco Bell. Yeah. I'm just going to lower it a little bit. I want it just to sit level. I don't care about how low I get it. I just want it to sit level. Shake and bake. Tiny baby Jesus in your diapers. I'm currently searching for a two-wheel drive long bed short cab pickup as an extra vehicle. I'm jelly that you found one for your van. Yeah, I wasn't really looking for one. I was just looking for a two-wheel drive. So is it an LSD or an open diff? It's got the tow package, so it does light up both wheels. 5.3. I don't know what the gears on it are. I didn't look. I know it's got the tow package, so it's whatever the tow package kit is. But it does light up both rear wheels, I've been told, by the rubber marks I've left on the road. I haven't straight line done a burnout yet. I've always been like pulling out of somewhere and flooring it. So, but it leaves two black lines. So, life, you find things when you're not looking. Yeah, Brews, blades, and automobiles. Yeah, we can go back to knives now. What's the drink tonight? Carry of the day. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Kevin, for getting us back on topic here. Yeah, I'm just drinking a Rootworks cider today, the original. 7% alcohol, and my carry today was the Gail Bradley. So, Brews, Blades, and Burnouts. There you go. That sounds like a good show. I would watch that. Just got a Fair and Forge knife stinger, but haven't opened the package yet. How do you do that, Daniel? How do you get a knife and not immediately open it? What? I don't understand that. No, you can use the fuller to open it. I did a whole review on it already, but yeah. What's in everybody's pocket today? That's always a fun topic of conversation. It sounds like fast and loud, but also with knives. Yeah, it might be kind of Tim Simcoe. That's pretty good. MBK EWC, that's a good one. Progeny MR in Micarta. That's very nice. Protec Malibu, can never go wrong there. Civivi Fracture. Odium Launch 1. I don't think I've ever had the Launch 1. Gen 4 Arius. Flexin. S90V Shaman. Also Flexin. Spidey Chef. Great choice. Spyderco Smock with a lynch clip. Kind of required on that knife. Pena Mula. Yes, this is an HRV. Zerx. I can't wait for that. The Zerx Integral. I am all about that. Arius and Large Sabenza. Doubling up. Super Freak. I had one that was earlier. Giant Mouse Clyde. Sheriff 95. Man, everybody's just flexing tonight. We Banter. CRKT Fossey. I don't recall off the top of my head which one that is. Can't wait for this question next week. Oh yeah, Keith's got something cool coming. Love that snacks. Yeah, it was really cool. I wish it was mine. Maybe I unintentionally pulled a fast one on Stasa. Maybe he's forgotten that he has it, and when I just offer him $300 for it, he'll just say, "Oh yeah, fine, cool." 2020 is the year of the reverse Tanto. It seems to be, yeah. Need to go home and get my Spectre now. SBD Void from Slicey himself. Yeah, I do kind of miss that knife, but also I just wasn't carrying it much. And I didn't have any more videos planned for it, so. What's up with that snacks? It belongs to Stasa 23. I did a video on it, and I just forgot that I had it, and I haven't sent it back to him yet. And he's had more important things to worry about, like hurricanes and things. No, Tim Simcoe, he does not need hurricane repair funds. I actually talked to him. He said they got away unscathed. Not that I would ever wish that he needed hurricane repair funds. Don't put words in my mouth. "2020 crap for life, been great for knives." That is very true, Jock. That is very, very, very true. Yeah, this has been the worst year of my life, other than I got some really amazing knives in a cool truck. But other than that, it's been a terrible, terrible, terrible year. Yep. The whole lockdown that everybody else went through, I actually got the damn stupid disease. My mother passed away. It's been an awful freaking year. But hey, my tax refund shows up on Tuesday. Woo! I was starting to stress about that because they just hadn't sent it. I'm like, come on, guys, when are you going to send it? And I thought, am I getting audited? What's going on? They've had it for like 6 weeks, and finally I just got the notification that it'd be in my account on Tuesday. Daniel McCoy, what are your opinions on clones? Burn them with fire. That is my opinion on clones. 3 Ferrum Forges made his table. Yeah, and the 3 Ferrum Forge designs, yeah. I like their designs a lot. When you got Corona, did you have to decide who gets what knives in your will? Ethan Qualls, I know that's meant as a joke, and it's not a bad one, but no, I did update my will when I first got it. And I did put I did specify what happened. So I said my son gets to pick whatever he wants. The rest of them go to my buddy Mike in New York, who knows the values and can sell them. And so, yeah, I did think about that because it is one of my most valuable liquid assets. My knife collection definitely is. So I had to. Daniel McCoy, LOL, ha ha ha. Why? Because it is ripped off. I just would never spend that much on a Shira. Well, okay, but I think cloners are horrible people, and no, I as an quote unquote artist myself, my other job, I think ripping off intellectual property is just horrible, and I don't like it, especially when you put the other company's name on it. If something is inspired by or an homage, I still hate it, but I don't hate it as much, especially when they just pass off. If you're selling a fake Shiro or a fake Rolex or a fake anything that someone else designed, yeah, screw them. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with you. Hope you die in a house fire. That was very extreme. I apologize for that. This is a new steel. Well, this will be reviewed this week too. The new, what is it again? I can't remember the name. The Barguest, I think is how you say it. Pretty cool. A big beefy sucker. It's basically like a steel will, like a steel will XM24. It's pretty heavy too. I think it's like 7.9 ounces, something like that. It's a tank of a knife. Yes, clones and people who buy them are and sell them are scum, except for clone troopers. Except for that they did turn on the Jedi in the end. So, oh, what's another thing I want to bring out? Oh, let's bring out, because this is a battle to the death that's probably going to happen. Even though this costs a little bit more, but not crazy more. But yeah, they remind me a lot of each other. The Quiet Carry Chase and the Ferrum Forge Stinger. Wow, we are getting dark here. Yes, we are. Hey, Sharpened Blade, welcome aboard. We're going to go for a little while longer here. Yeah, clones are for sheeps, not knives. Yeah, I mean, I'll eat a cloned lamb because lamb's just delicious. Steel wheel and D2, yeah, it's their usual configuration, their usual phosphor bronze washer, the really nice G10 they do, and D2. It's pretty cool. It's a big old tank, though. I was not expecting this. It comes in a mini, and they asked which one I wanted, and I said, "Oh, send me the bigger one," without looking at what size it is. But I do like bigger knives, so it's fine. But wow, this thing is it's a lot of knife. It's a lot of knife. It would be cool to see more one forever lists that are certain archetypes, like one forever knife under 3 inches, one forever knife all black, high speed, low drag. I could do a one forever under 3 inches, I think. Well, I've sold a lot of my under 3 inch knives. Lamb, I thought you're vegetarian. No, I'm not a vegetarian. My wife is, or was. She's not at the moment, but just with COVID, it's a lot easier for us to all eat the same stuff because we don't like to go to the grocery store very much. But Zach Schmidt says 2020 is the year I caught up on my John Wick movies. The John Wick movies are not great cinema, but wow, I do enjoy watching them. I feel the same way about Fast and Furious movies. I'm aware that the Fast and Furious movies are not great movies, but they're so much fun to watch. Where's your Night Sky Sabenza 31? In the box betwixt my legs. So let me whip it out. I said that sentence exactly the same before, and I apologize for it, but you know what? I just said it again because that's how the cookie crumbles. So I'm going to open up the fancy case and whip out some more stuff. I'd like to see another big knife review, 4 inch blades. I actually just did one a little while ago. Oh, gosh. Let's bring out the XM24 because I just talked about it and someone specifically asked for this. So if we're not in space by Fast and Furious 10, I'll be very disappointed. I think they just did 10. Whip out something big. Here you go, Jock, as requested. Somebody said they got the vintage. But see how I think it's like, I mean, I'm not saying they look a lot alike. I'm just saying size-wise, this steel wheel Barguest is like, it's their XM24. I think that's pretty cool. And here is the Night Sky, which is very pretty. And I do carry, but I carry it in that slip now because I don't want to get any scratches on it. I do have one little scratch on it that drives me nuts. Freedom Van, Fast and Furious, even as a car guy, I just can't. Oh, the car parts are stupid in it. They don't make any sense whatsoever, but just stupid entertainment. It's pretty good. Not great cinema, but great movie. Vote Galaxy Quest. Yeah, I know. I would say Galaxy Quest is even good cinema. I would actually just stick up for Galaxy Quest, full stop. Somebody said something about whipping out something big. There's no way to get this on the screen, but I'm so glad I got this thing. It's just so dumb. It is now the knife that lives next to my bed. We're just going to set it here just so that it'll have a tiny little bit on the screen because it'll amuse me and probably only me. Did you watch the latest Rambo? The one where he like defends his house? I think I did. I've watched so many movies during all this that I don't know. Enjoy your dinner, Knifeology. I love the big cold steel blades. Yeah, Mr. Nice. I just think it's great now that they do so many in this AUS 10 Grivery handle treatment that they're really reasonably priced for how much they are, especially if you're paying by the ounce. And they're just so much fun. Like I said, they're effort money. You know, now they're just like, screw it. I'll get one. And they're just fun to have around, and I just think that's awesome. Because for a while, their really big knives were also really big money. Only knife out of frame. Yeah, it will not fit in frame. I can tell you, even if I laid it out, because I know how far I had to zoom out to make this thing fit in frame when I reviewed it. Yeah, that's as close as you're going to get with my current zoom setting. I can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 other knives in screen. I can't fit this. Chris Jaskolski just added an Airlight to my truck knife rotation. The Airlight is a fantastic knife. I have a CS Tylite 6. It's big. Yeah, I do want to get a Tylite. That's probably the next one. What's the new Kalashnikov you guys? Apparently there's an OTF. I haven't seen it yet, but the moment this is over with, I saw MJ sent me a link on Instagram, and I'm going to go instantly buy one. Only CF I've ever had are my 2 Gladius machetes. I almost bought a cold steel machete earlier this year, but I got a Tramontina instead because it was at Lowe's and I could just buy it. Went to the knife store thinking 8010 was ridiculous, then held it, then bought it. Feels like a fixed folder. It is fantastic. Zach Grieshman, do you have an Airlight? Yes, I do. What's your best knife movie? Probably John Wick. We already talked about it, but remember when Nick Shabazz cut himself on camera with a CS Tylite? Good times. Yeah, that was good times. Tramontina does make good machetes, and they're very cheap. Now, I had to sharpen it as soon as I got it, but it was $20, and it was like, I have a Work Sharp powered sharpener now. I made really quick work of it. What's your number 1 favorite knife right now? I just did a video on There Can Be Only One, Renee Chavez, and you can go check that out. Can I see your Airlight? Yeah, is it where I can get to it is the question. I believe it is. Airlight. I got the Tanto. I like it a lot. I don't carry it that much just because I don't know, I just haven't had much of a need to, but I do like it a whole lot. Price on it's debatable, just compared to other cold steels. That's I think it's perfectly reasonably priced for what it is, but when you compare it to other cold steels like the Code 4 and stuff, is a little cheaper, better steel. But I just love the Tanto in this. It's so cool. Pete Ferguson, what is Tramontina? Did Slicey just say it was only $20? Yeah, you can get them at just like Lowe's. It's a big old machete made in Brazil, and they sharpen up real nice. You're gonna have to sharpen it for sure. They're why is my wife's shower taking so long? Freedom Van asks. It's best you just don't ask those questions. It's best you just don't think about those things. There are some things that you just need to let go and not think about. Tramontina is a machete company that also makes kitchen stuff. I think they're more of a kitchen stuff company that also makes machetes. But yeah, they're actually a huge company. No, I do not have any Norwegian knives. LOL, I usually watch all your videos when I'm busy working. Thank you for doing so many. I need to join your Patreon. I just joined Metal Complex, and I like you both the same. Well, thank you very much. He has a good channel as well. Oh, who makes the best looking Tanto? I would say best looking Tanto is Chris Reeve, but I would say best performing Tantos is you cannot go wrong with Cold Steel. They really know how to make a Tanto. Benchmade has the bug out in their custom shop. Yes, I'm gonna get one, but I haven't figured out the configuration yet. Oh, it's almost empty. Lynn Thompson is a used car salesman of the knife industry. Zachary, I mean, yeah, he kind of is, but also, like, I just think, I like how I saw Pete on Cedric and Ada Outdoors explain it. I think that is just a man living his best life. And he is what we all wish we could do on the weekends. He's like a rich 12-year-old with a knife company. And it's fantastic. He's also a really nice dude too. I've met him, and he was very kind to me, very nice guy. Hollywood Tactical says so far all the reviews I've seen of this were been positive, and it's only 8CR13. Yes, but it's cold steel 8CR13, which cold steel's heat treatment is fantastic. I will say, you're looking at like 8CR13 but a cold steel heat treated it, or their factory in Taiwan heat treated it. You move it up a couple notches. Like, they do such a freaking good job. They do an amazing job in their heat treats, and Is it amazing steel even with a cold steel heat treat? No, but it's just a big beater. I mean, the thing's a hand axe. It's not something you're going to be putting a super fine edge on and whittling hair with. It's something you're going to be hacking at big, giant, thick things. Okay, so I might have clicked a couple of links on Southern Edge. Just so many options. Yeah, Zach, stuff I shouldn't have said anything about it before I did the video. If you guys watch this and you buy anything from Southern Edges, please tell them you bought it because of me. That would be nice of you to do, but I'm actually going to do a dedicated video to them like on Wednesday when my knife shows up. Honey Badger, better in D2 or just as good in 8CR13? It's better in D2, Mr. Nice, but it doesn't have the forward choil. But is the Tenacious 8CR13 MOV good? Meh. I would call it meh, evilly. It's better than like CRKTs, but it's not that great. See, Larry Kevin, we're up to 183. I wasn't even paying attention over there. Every time I use a cold steel, my inner Lynn Thompson dares me to break it. He does, Chris. Freedom Van, Southern Edge is different than Southern Edges. We're talking about two different places. I know it's confusing, but yes, he is very cool. Southern Edges is great people down there. So what's the deal with Nitrovia steel? From what I'm reading, it's like a less performing 14C28. No, it's more like a slightly better performing 14C28, and it's also much more corrosion resistant. It's not like corrosion proof like LC200, but it's a little better than 14C28, which is 14C28 is fine. I'm not complaining about it, but I found Nitrovia to perform a little bit better than 14C28, but not by much. They're close. They're definitely in the same wheelhouse. If you review my review of the Mandate at Blade HQ, you are featured about it in the Excel. Oh, thank you, Garrett. I'll have to go check that out. The D2 Honey Badger is much better fit and finish. It does. You're right about that lavender pants. It does have better chamfering around the opening hole. Lynn Thompson's the crazy cool uncle. I wish we had. That's a very good, Zachary. That's a very good way to describe him. I will remember that, and I will probably quote that in the future. I will not remember your name, but I will probably quote it. Just reading the stats from the Knife Steel Nerds chart on Nitrovia. Yeah, I read that before I did the review, but I've always found it to do just a little bit better than 14C28. But you know, they're close enough that it's going to depend on the heat treat, honestly. Why don't they do combo edges in reverse? I don't know. It's a good question. Looking for a partially serrated clip point or spear point. Any suggestions? I don't like serrations, so I don't really pay much attention. So I cannot give you a good suggestion on that one. JJ, Stinger looks great. It is a very pretty knife. I'm glad he got the G10 though. I have the it's right here. I have the Mini Archbishop in their carbon fiber, and I just don't like the look of their carbon fiber. It's okay. It's better than a lot of this kind of shiny carbon like this, but I'm glad I got the G10. And it's cheaper. And it puts it in budget knife of the year category. So Stinger is being fidgeted right now, Benny Blade Play. I hope it's consensual. I'm really pushing the bounds of monetization tonight. I wasn't impressed with their carbon fiber either. No. Backlash or Dogma? I still like the Backlash a little bit better. Not by much. I just like the more plain handles, I think, on the Backlash. You seen the Vero stuff? No, somebody was asking me about it. I have seen it, but I've never had a Vero, never held one. I probably should. Ethan Qualls, everything about designing knife. I did a video about it a while ago. I sketched one out. But as far as selling one, no. Has anybody tested the Fracture 14 OV? No, it's too new, Renee. I don't think anybody's done it. I Spidey flicked the Stinger so much. The skin under my fingernail. Wow, words tonight. What the crap? The skin under my fingernail split. Yeah, that sounds painful. It is kind of a sharp tab, but you can use it. But I mostly use the flipper on this, but you can Spidey flick it. See, as I say that, then yeah, when you Spidey flick it, it's a bit sharp. But I mostly just use the flipper. Please turn over the hinderer. Your wish is my command. Yeah, this is probably the prettier side of it with all the bronzy bits. I don't know why they didn't do bronze on these. Never figured that out, but do like it. She is a pretty girl. Sounds like an Elementum when you deploy it. Yeah, probably, because it is the same factory. It's probably got the same innards. Yeah, you're probably right. That probably is what makes it work so well, because it's sharp. But it hurts my widow fender. It hurts my widow fender. That's why I mostly just use the flipper tab. Neck knife? I've never owned... Well, I guess I do technically own a neck knife. I've got a CRKT something or other that came with a chain to put around your neck. Oh, and I have a White River, too, that's supposed to be that, but I don't ever carry it as such. Have you seen the Ontario Besser? I just saw that on Instagram today, actually, Jock. I will try and get my hands on one of those. Do you like front flippers? I do, very, very much so. I actually just gave a very good positive, probably my most positive Kaiser review that I've given in a long time of the Kaiser G. I just like calling it the G. I know everybody just calls it the Genie. It used to be the Genie, and then I don't know when it came out as the G. It just says G. But I do like the G a lot. This is a pretty nice knife. So would you pick the only knife again if it was end of the world? Dun, dun, dun! Yeah, I did one of those videos a while ago, my knife for the apocalypse, and I guess I probably should have redone it during the COVID stuff. I'm gonna see how long ago I did it. If it's been a long time, then I'll redo it. So strange to see a nail neck on a locking folder. It's not really a nail neck. It's more of just a fuller. Zach stuff is who's banging out with Darth Vader's wife Ella. I don't know what that's about. Jeremy Bottoms. Would you try the Nomad Work Tough Gear? I don't know what that is. No Spartan Hearthseat tonight. It's in my case. I just didn't have it out. Elevator. Oh, jeez. Nice dad joke, Zach. I think I've said this on the live show before, but here's a dad joke you guys can take home with you, and it's the best damn dad joke there ever has been. Whenever you see somebody like excuse themselves from the table, and they say, "Oh, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom." You say, "Mention my name. You'll get a good seat." That is my most fail-proof dad joke. I did not come up with it, but I love that joke so much. That stinger reminds me of an Atom with a better handle. Yeah, maybe. Kind of. I like the Atom handle too, though. But Elliot from Ferrum Forge coined the term economically inclusive equals budget friendly. Yes. Quiet carry model. This is the Chase. The Kaiser looks good. It is a very nice one. Oh, Chad, that's a bad joke. I'm not even going to reread that one. Have you reviewed the ZT0707? I did. And I did review the Chase as well, yes. They're all back in the archives. My favorite dad joke is the same setup and then goes, "He must be paying for all of us." I don't quite get that one. I need to sell my vacuum. All it does is collect dust. That's not bad. Walks in the restroom. Slicey sent me. Yeah, just randomly, like public bathrooms. Do most folks carry more than one knife daily? Yeah, I often do. I wouldn't say I usually do. I often do. Watching that review tonight, I sent mine back. It had too many sharp edges. I don't know which one of those ones you were talking about. What did Zero say to Ada? Like your belt? Yeah, that's all right. I never carry less than 3 or 4 ounce. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think I used to always carry two, ironically, until I started carrying one big one, and now I just kind of carry one big one instead of multiple ones. Zach stuff in five. Thank you very much. Yes, the super chat is open, and please click that like button and all that stuff. I always forget to say that, but yeah, Zach's just here for the dad jokes. Carry a dedicated knife and a Leatherman. Like, yeah, if you count multi tools, then yeah, I almost always have 2 or 3 on me. Zach's in the house. He had a great live stream day. Everybody keeps saying that. I didn't get to see it. I was down with my in-laws. I did get to frighten my father-in-law with my truck, though. That was fun. It is kind of a scary vehicle to drive sometimes. It just wants to step out. Thank you very much, Renee. I hope I get to do stand-up again sometime. That would be amazing. We were allowed to again for 6 weeks, and I was booked. I'm actually supposed to be headlining this weekend. I was supposed to be headlining not headlining, featuring this past weekend. And then again in November. And they all got canceled. They let us for 6 weeks, and then did you two-step it and blow his windows up? No, I just, it breaks loose all the time. Like, and I realized today, part of that is I got to put new tires on it. It's got 6-year-old tires. So that's probably why it's constantly going sideways on me all the time. The tires they're not cracked or anything, but they're pretty plasticky, I guess is the best way to describe them. Seriously, how's that Kaiser not considered an homage? Everybody keeps talking about ones it compares to. I really don't see it that much. It's just a reverse Tanto sheep's footy blade. It's gonna look like other knives. I just don't. It's a fairly common blade shape. I don't get it. I honestly don't. Nice sale to fun tires then. No, I'm just gonna deal with them until winter, and I'm gonna put winter tires on it, and then in the spring I'll put nice tires and probably new wheels on it. That and your foot's on the floorboard. Well, that does it too, Randy, but it does just step out like on crosswalks and that kind of stuff. Go a little wider on the tires. Yeah, I probably am. Probably gonna put a little more meat in the back. And probably not gonna put 20s on it, but I'll probably put like 18s on it. Spring has arrived here. Yeah, I assume by your name you are in the southern hemisphere. Yep, I'm gonna lower it a little bit and put 18s or 19s on it. The Arius is a very pretty knife, Renee. I do really want one. But I want a non-flipper, and they don't make those very often. May have to order that Stinger. They are very, very cool. I have a ProTech Arcform Slimfoot coming. That's cool. I should have got one of those. Probably still could if I wanted to. I forgive you, Christopher's Tanks. It's just not for here. No lowering trucks. Why? They're two-wheel drive. They're road vehicles. I'm not going to take it off road. Why do I care if it's 2 inches lower? I'm more offended by two-wheel drive trucks trying to look like 4x4s than I am by lowered trucks. Do you wear a watch? Yes. Right now it's just a pretty inexpensive G-Shock. I have an Apple Watch. I've got a tag. I wear a Seiko 5 a lot. Yeah, did you see the Tucson on Cedric Ada? I did. And I told him when I watched it, I texted him and said, enjoy the comments. And they're exactly what I expected. You Tucson fans are crazy people sometimes. That's honestly why I don't review Tucsons, is because of the fans. Oh, Slice, you need a G-Shock square. I do have a cheap, one of the $20 G-Shocks that I really love, actually. But not a G-Shock, but a $20 Casio that I really do like better than this. but it's white, and every time uh, I have it on here, people make fun of my white watch, but I think it's pretty awesome. I took Nick's advice not getting into watches yet. Any have any haptic coins? I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna say no. Oh great, I just reviewed a Tucson sharpened blade. Well, here are the comments you're gonna get. You reviewed the wrong one. This is, if you make any criticism ever, this is the best thing ever. If you mention that they're kind of hard to get, that you have to go on to eBay and stuff to get them, you're gonna get, well, you're just selling yourself short. You need to make the effort and do it. So that's what those are the 3 comments you're gonna get. Anybody jump in on the skiff drifter? No, I didn't. I know a couple guys that did, but can you tell me what white Casio watch is? I don't know. It was the $20 ones. It was a $20 watch. I didn't pay attention to which model it was. Andrew Arnold, how the hell do you review the wrong one? Well, because they come out with so many of them that anytime you review one, there's 6 comments down below saying, "Oh, the new whatever is the best one." Never had any luck with eBay. I hate eBay. I don't want to buy stuff on eBay. That's the primary reason why. Like White Mountain Knives, you can use the code SDLBMK checkout, get 10% off. They have them a few times, and when they have them in, I get them, and then I get told, "Oh, that's an old one. You shouldn't have reviewed that one. You should have reviewed this newer one instead." And it's just like, my God, guys, Tucson does seem to make a pretty good knife, but man, some of the fans can be obnoxious. I don't know what it is. It's like Buffalo Bills fans. White Mountain is always out of stock. Yeah, they only get 4 or 5 at a time, and people snap them up. You wouldn't buy from Blades We Love. I didn't know they had them, Tristan. I haven't looked there. And I prefer to buy things in a place where I'm not paying retail, because I do review knives for a living. So, yes, I'm going to say that. I'm probably going to catch more flack, but Tucson fans are the Bills fans of the knife world. The football team or the Silence of the Lambs? The football team. I would say the Patriots fans, but Patriots that would be like, I would say probably, even though I am one and I hate the Patsies, I would say probably Hinderer fans are the Patriots fans of the knife world. I should do a video about that, comparing different knife company fans to different sporting team fans. Like, I'd say probably what Spyderco is like would be like the Lakers fans. It's probably pretty comparable. I'm trying to think of some that would be good. What would Cold Steel fans be? Oh, Raiders fans. Very good timing, Russ Cagle. Yeah. Cold Steel fans are the Raiders fans. Oh, no, I'm going to change. Dallas Cowboys would be like, I think Cowboys are the Spyderco fans. And I think Benchmade would be Lakers fans. Packers fan, that could also go with Cold Steel. You're just a little late. Yep, we're actually about to wrap it up. Oh, Steelers also could be Cold Steel, I guess. A lot of football fans could be applied to Cold Steels. He says, "Don't hate me, but I'm slowly getting out of the China knife game, almost entirely USI." You know, I haven't intentionally done that, but I will say that the stuff I bought for myself has been almost all USA this year, but it wasn't an intention. Who's the Ganzo? Oh, that's a good one. The Ganzo would be like if you are fans of the Cleveland Browns, I would say you're a Ganzo fan. Or who's another really, or the San Diego Padres, maybe. Or honestly, you'd probably be a fan of some minor league Chinese football team we've never heard of. Would probably be who you'd be a fan of. Yeah, that's a very good analogy, Travis. 49ers are like Gerber, focus on past winning seasons since their new stuff isn't performed. They're trying. Yeah, and I guess that's same with the Niners. They're trying lately. There was a lot of USA on the only one video. Yes, there was Russ Cagle. I did not intend for that. That's just how it came out. I didn't even think about it. I don't honestly put any thought into where something's made. It's just been recently, I've just been buying more USA stuff for myself. Um, my son just texted me a funny thing. But I got to get going. So I hope you guys had a good time. I know I definitely did. This was a very, very fun live show. I'm very happy about it. I really pushed the bounds of monetization. I'm probably going to get roasted by two Sun fans, but it was still fun. So I'm going to pop out. Everybody have a very great week. OCD for EDC will be on in 1/2 hour's time. If you want to go hang out with him, I may pop in, I may not. We will see. But everybody, have a good time. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Wash your damn hands. All that crap. Have a good one.